Welcome, dear students. We are revising Chapter 1 Set Language. In today's video, we are going to do Exercise 1.2 Sums 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. We have already learnt what is a set, representation of sets and some types of sets. Here we just recall first the types of sets and we will see the remaining types. Types of sets. In book we have 11 types of sets. First one is empty set, singleton set, finite set, infinite set, equivalent sets, equal sets, universal set, subset, proper subset, disjoint sets, par set. We have already learnt about empty set, singleton set, finite set, infinite set, equivalent set, equal sets and disjoint sets. Today we will see the next 4 sets. First one is, before going to the types of the sets, you must know about cardinal number of a set. First, the definition is the number of elements in a set is denoted by n of a and it is called as the cardinal number of a set. The number of elements in a set is denoted by n of a and it is called as the cardinal number of the set. For example, A is 5, 10, 15. A has 3 elements. A has 3 elements. So n of a is equal to 3 is the cardinal number of A. Next, we are going to revise about universal set. When you hear the word universe, what do you remember? Yes, universe is the biggest. It is the wide one. It is the biggest one, wide one. We cannot identify anything there. So, definition, a set which contains all the elements of all the sets under consideration is called as universal set. And it is denoted by the letter U. So, universal set means the wider one, the bigger one. It contains all the sets inside. See the example. A set A is Earth, Mars, Jupiter. So, what will be the universal set? The set of all the planets in the solar system. That is the universal set. Next comes the subset. So, we learn what is a subset now. Let A and B be 2 sets. If every element of A is also an element of B, then A is called a subset of B. A and B are two sets and all the elements in A is an element of B means then it is called subset. A subset is denoted by like this, A subset of B. This is the symbol used to denote subsets. Then, thus, A is a subset of B if A belongs to A, capital A, implies A belongs to B. An element must be both in the set A and B, then A is a subset of B. Small a is an element of both capital A and capital B. If A is not a subset of B, we will write like this. We must write the subset and we should strike out. If A is a subset of B, then the cardinal number of the A is less than or equal to the cardinal number of B. N of A is less than or equal to N of B. Here are some important points for you to remember. If A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then A is equal to B. In other words, if A contains all elements of B and B contains all the elements of A, then A and B are called as equal sets. A and B are called as equal sets. So if both are the subsets, then it is called as equal sets. Then empty set is a subset of every set. Whenever you count the subset, first set will be the empty set. So empty set must always be the subset of every set. And the whole set is a subset of itself. The whole set is a subset of itself. Now we learn about power set. Let A and B be two sets. If A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, then A is called a proper subset of B. If A and B are two sets, A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, then A is called a proper subset of B. A and B are not equal sets. The proper subset, how to denote the proper subset is A is strictly subset of B. We should not write the line below that subset. So A is strictly subset of B. Check the example. If A is equal to 1, 2, 5, B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the bigger set? B is the bigger set. Here element 1, 2 and 5, that is the element of A, is an element of B also. Since elements of A is in B, but A and B are not equal, then A is a proper subset of B. Element of A is an element of B and A and B are not equal, then A is a proper subset of B. That is, we will write that A is strictly subset of B. A is strictly subset of B. Then comes the par set. The set of all subsets of a set A is called the par set of A, and it is denoted by the symbol P of A. Example, A is a set containing element 2, 3. So the subsets of A, I told you 5 empty set and the set 2, 3 must always be the set, and in between you have 2 elements 2, 3. So there are 4 sets 5, 2, 3, 2, 3. The set of all subsets of A is called as the par set of A. The set of all subsets of A is called as the par set of A. So P of A is equal to empty set, set 2, set 3, set 2, 3. So see how many elements are here? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, and that is called as par set of A. Here is an important property what we will use to do the sum. If n of A is equal to m, the cardinal number of A is m, then the n of P of A is equal to 2 to the power m. 2 to the power m. The number of proper subsets of a set A is 1 reduced from n of P of A, that is 2 power m minus 1. Exercise 1.2, it is in page 12. We are going to do the remaining sums. Sixth sum. If S is equal to set of all square, rectangle, circle, rhombus, triangle. List the elements of the following subset of S. You are asked to find the elements of the following subsets of S. See, I have drawn the diagram. Square. You know the property of a square. 4 sides are equal. Rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Circle with the common center and radius. We have drawn the circle. Rhombus, 4 sides are equal, and triangle will have only 3 sides. See, first subdivision. The set of shapes which have 4 equal sides. So we asked about 4 equal sides. Equal 4 sides means we have 3 shapes here. But equal sides means only 2 shapes. that is nothing but square and rhombus. So how we will write the answer? A is equal to set of square comma rhombus. This will be the answer for the first subdivision. Then we will do the fourth subdivision. The set of shapes which have 5 sides. See, do you have a shape with 5 sides? These 3 shapes are with 4 sides, and here is a shape with 3 sides, and in between you have a circle. So what about the fourth subdivision? The set of shapes which have 5 sides. So B, the set B is empty. Empty, we will use this symbol. You have already learned. So the set B is empty. I have done the first and the fourth subdivision. The remaining 2 subdivisions are homework. Now we will do the seventh sum. If A is equal to A comma B, write all the subsets of A. See here, A is a set given. This is one element and this is the second element. The second element, we have 2 things together. You don't bother about that. Just consider this as the first element and this is the second element. So we will write the subsets of A are. The subsets of A are. How to write? What are the subsets? So you will write a bracket first, empty set. Then A. Then comes A comma B. First one is the empty set. Then the single set. A and A comma B, the single set. Then we are going to join it together and A, right? A comma B. So this is the subsets of A. The subsets of A is the empty set and the full set and the single set in between. We know you have a rule, isn't it? If there are number of elements, 2 elements means 2 to the power, the number of elements is the subsets. So 2 to the power 2 is 4. So see the number of subsets 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the subsets. This you will write within brackets. Then we will do the 8th sum. Write down the power set of the following sets. Write down the power set of the following sets. D is equal to P, Q, R, S. These are the given power sets. First we will write the subsets. First we will write the subsets of D. So the first you put a big bracket. This is the bracket for set. First one is 5. 5 is what? Empty set. Then individual elements. Set P, set Q, set R, set S. Then 2 sets together. Set P and Q together, comma, P and R together, P and S together. Then it starts with Q. When you take QP, PQ and QP are same. So Q and R together, Q and S together. Then again R and S together. Then 3 things together. P, Q, R together. P, Q, S together. Then Q, R, S together and R, S, P together, comma, 3, all the 4 together. P, Q, R, S. And close the bracket. So this is the subsets of D. All the subsets of D are the power set. So P of D is nothing but you should write the same. 5 singleton P, singleton Q, singleton R and singleton S set. Then set PQ, set PR and set PS, set QR, set QS, set RS and set PQR, set PQS and set QRS, set RSP and set PQ or S. See here, for you to check how many elements are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See here, 2 to the power 4. 2 must be multiplied 4 times. 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So you'll get 16 elements as the power set. Fourth subdivision, E is equal to 5. What do you mean by 5? It is the null set. So the subset of E is nothing but 5. It is the null set. So what is the power set of E? P of E is equal to 5. I have already told, whenever you write the empty power set or subset, the empty set is also a subset. So 5 is the set here. Then find the number of subsets and the number of proper subsets of the following set. So x is equal to x squared such that x belongs to n and x squared is less than 100. See, it is given in set builder form. X squared are the elements of the set x. X squared, what is the meaning of x squared? X squared means x into x, a number multiplied by itself. Now x belongs to n. N is natural number. So x squared means it starts from natural number. So 1 into 1, 1. 2 2s are 4. 3 3s are 9. 4 4s are 16. The number multiplied by itself. 5 5s are 25. 6 6 are 36. 7 7s are 49. 8 8s are 64. 9 9s are 81. And 10 10s are 100. So you should stop here because the condition is given x squared is less than or equal to 100. So beyond 100, it is not an element of the set x. Therefore, x is equal to 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81 and 100. Now what is n of x? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. N of x is 100. Now the number of subsets is n of p of x. The number of subsets is n of p of x. That formula is 2 power n. N of p of x is 2 power 10. 2 power 10 means 2 to the power 10. 2 must be multiplied 10 times. So it is 1024. And the number of proper subset is 1 less than n of p of x. 1 less than n of p of x. So it is 1024 minus 1. That is 1023. Now we will do the 10th sum. Second subdivision. If n of a is equal to 0, then find n of p of a. N of a is 0 means n of a is a null set. We have no elements inside. We are going to find n of p of a. Given n of a is 0, take that as m. And n of p of a, the formula for n of p of a is 2 to the power m. 2 to the power 0, that is equal to 1. You have learnt in 8th standard, a to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1. So the answer is equal to 1. Now we will do the third subdivision. If n of p of a is 256, find n of a. Now let n of a is equal to m. Take n of a is equal to m. N of p of a is given as 256. Actually, the formula for n of p of a is 2 to the power m. That is equal to 256. This side you have a base and a power. So 256 must also be written as the base and a power. The base must be 2. So we are going to factorize 256 2 times. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4. 2 1 is 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 256 can be written as 2 to the power 8. Since the base are equal, the power is equal, m is equal to 8. What is m? We have taken m as n of a. Therefore, n of a is equal to 8.